good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from. Welcome to our brand new channel, right? The channel has been rebranded so that it becomes easier for more people to be able to reach out and actually find this channel. So it's going to be quite easy when somebody's searching for Wyckoff or searching for smart money. It's going to be much easier for somebody to actually find this channel or find our content as per usual. So we are almost approaching 100 subscribers, so thank you so much guys for the support. And yeah, the offer is still on the table. If you are interested in getting that $5 course on Wyckoff, our $5 course mentorship program, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I will leave my information, my Telegram information, on the description of this video, so be sure that you subscribe. Send a screenshot or take a picture of your laptop showing that you have subscribed to the channel. If you don't have a laptop or you're watching me on a phone, screenshot, send that proof to my Telegram, and you will be basically getting that $5 course. So it's just gonna be $5, but it's exclusive only to my YouTube supporters, my YouTube subscribers. You guys have been awesome, and let's blow this channel up so that we reach as many people as we can to help out. So we are in fact just gonna do a quick update on gold, and just to see what's gonna happen with gold in the next coming days, in the next coming weeks possibly. And yeah, so without wasting any time, if you are new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I make an upload. Like this video, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. If you want me to talk about something, be sure to let me know down in the comments. So let's get to the analyzing part. So I just want to draw your attention to something, guys, right? Gold has been sturdily moving to the downside, and I just want to show you something very important. It has been sturdily moving to the downside, right? And it's quite possible that we might have a very firm break to the upside, but we don't want to jump the gun on that just yet. So let's just look at the price cycle, the Wyckoff price cycle. We had an accumulation, right? A markup phase, reaccumulation, distribution, right? And a new accumulation on the markdown of this. But we do have some sort of break right here, could signify a sign of weakness right there, an accumulation. So what we can currently wait to see is if price will push this markup further to have an imbalance fill, or just distribute here and then continue to the downside. So let's move on to what is currently happening with gold on the lower time frame, so that we get familiar with what is happening. So we just killed gold in the previous videos. I made actually a live video analysis, whatever you want to call it, on gold, explaining how each and every part is every structure is playing its own part, right? We had this accumulation phase, right? We had the first trades here, second trades here on the test of the spring, right? And currently holding more trades on gold. But I want to draw your attention, if you are still holding these positions, or positions that you may have taken here, I would suggest that you actually take a moment to pause, take a moment to close your trades, because we are approaching something that does look like a proper schematic, a distribution schematic, and it's quite possible that price may drop, but we don't want to jump the gun. So just to be safe, because we don't, remember what I always say, guys, react with the market rather than always trying to predict what's the next move, right? React with the market as it moves. So we have secured the bag, we've secured enough profits, I think, to make everybody happy. And yeah, so what we're currently looking at is that we had our first manipulations. Let me use this. the first manipulation of this high, right here, if indeed this is going to be a distribution, if indeed it's going to be a distribution, we want to see this high being manipulated as well and having that break of structure to the downside, right? So this is something that we are waiting to see, right? To have the final manipulation of the high and a break of structure to the downside, just to confirm as to whether is it a distribution or reaccumulation. But if it turns out to be a reaccumulation, this is what we want to see happen first, right? We want to see structure, we want to see price create some sort of lower lows, lower highs, right? To have that spring, right? And the test of the spring, and then price will move eventually to the upside, right? Want to see something of the sort. Remember, this is the difference between a reaccumulation and a distribution, right? A reaccumulation has that beautiful setup, creating lower lows, lower highs, right? And eventually creating the last manipulation, creating the spring and the test of the spring to push prices higher, right? Breaking the creek and retesting the creek again, then moving. So that's what a reaccumulation is. But in terms of it being a distribution, it's quite possible that price may manipulate this high to break structure and create a last point of supply. So it might be possible that we will have an imbalance area right here, or just an order block for us to have that precise entry in terms of the price having to reverse. So we will be on the lookout for an imbalance or an order block just to have that LPSY, and then price may move to the downside. Then the break, that's where we'll enter more trades and then have the markdown phase. But we just want to see what's happening here first. Let's first try to understand the behavior of this particular consolidation, because I'm looking at it and I'm feeling like it's a beginning of a consolidation. I don't know about you guys, but it could be a reaccumulation or a distribution, but it's currently still early to tell it as to whether is it a reaccumulation or just a distribution. So we do have areas of liquidity. We do have an area of liquidity, so this may be an point of interest to the bigger guys, the smart money, the composite men, whatever you want to call it, to come and take liquidity. Even here, right, those support and those trend line traders, right, the trend line traders may be stopped out right about there to have that grab on liquidity, right? Grab on liquidity is quite possible and very imminent, because if we look at what is happening right now, we do have an order block, the last buy to sell candle right about there, an order block. So what might happen is that we might see price reach into that order block, right? We might see price reach into that order block, test it, break structure, grab liquidity, right? Grab liquidity on this trend line and grabbing liquidity on this support area, right here. So we may have a grab on liquidity on the trend line and the support area right there. So these are the things that we need to look at, and once we have that grab on liquidity, it will be creating that that break of structure to the downside, because this could simply be possibly a shallow U-TAD. It's quite possible. So we're just gonna look at market behavior just to see what's gonna happen next, rather than simply just trying to, catch every move. We're not gonna catch every move, but the ones that we do catch, we have to be patient with them so that we don't mess everything up. So let's start labeling. With this, we have a PSY, a preliminary supply, right? We do have our buyer's climax, automatic reaction, secondary test, and possibly a UT, right? A UT. So as to whether is this a UT or just a creek creating those lower lows and low highs, we'll see as time moves, as time goes. But it does look like a UT. Just let me know what you think in the comment sections, and we get knowledge. So what we're currently waiting to see price do right now is either to respect or just test this order block and reject price to the downside, grabbing lower time frame lows, the lower lows, and or just break that order block to have a UTAD, right? Reaching higher to grab liquidity, right? So this is something that we're currently looking at, something that is possible. I don't know what you are thinking, but let me explain what will happen as to whether will the UTAD be shallow. Will the UTAD be shallow, or will it just be a normal UTAD, or price will reject? So this is what we want to see first, right? Before we can conclude as to whether will it be shallow or not, right? Let me go back to market structure, right? I had a break of structure right here, but we'll get back to that as soon as we can. Lower high, right? Let's start off here. And created a higher high. We want to see structure. We want to see price maintain the structure to the upside if we want to see that UTAD, the normal type of UTAD. This is what we want to see happen. The maintenance of the structure, right? This movement, this price movement in terms of higher highs and higher lows. So if it's intact and does not break, we will have that normal UTAD, right? Upthrust after distribution, we'll have one of those. But if it's something of the sort, right? If it's something of the sort, it so happens that after price actually tests this order block, we have a break. The moment we have a break here, be sure we're just going to have a lost point of supply, shallow one, a shallow UTAD, and a lost point of supply, and then price will definitely be moving to the downside. So this is something I want to see first happen, right? We react with the market, we don't fight the market. We react with the market and we do what the market is going to do next. We don't predict the market, we don't try to be prophets, we try to be analysts, and we want to have the highest probability chance of winning any certain trade. So be sure that you are patient. Don't rush any trades, because the moment you rush your trades, you will get stopped out of the market and it's not a fun experience. So yet again, if you are interested in getting the full course on this particular content, the course for my YouTube subscribers will again be $5 for the next 2 months. So if you are interested, it's just going to be $5 for the next 2 months. After that, it's going to go back to the normal price of being $22 per month, but you can cancel anytime. There is no commitment, there's no nothing. If you feel like you can't, or you feel like the info we have is just not much for you, you can just cancel anytime, no commitment whatsoever. But be sure that you take advantage of the $5 course. It's the cheapest course. Come on, it's the cheapest course out there. I'm basically doing this to reach as many people as I can, because I know Wyckoff and institutional trading are one of the most accurate trading methods out there, and I feel like everybody should be able to access it instead of it being super, because it can be super expensive. I know it can be super expensive. It can easily range to $1,000. So I'm here giving you to you guys for only $22 a month. But if you are subscribed to my channel, this course is definitely gonna be $5 for you for the next 2 months. So be sure you are subscribed to this channel for you to qualify for that $5 course on this particular concept. And screenshot the proof that you are subscribed and send it over to my Telegram. I will leave the information on the description of this video. So yeah. So, and another thing that actually just caught my eye is this trend line right here. Remember what we talked about with trend lines? Liquidity, stop losses, right? So these are things that we need to look at. So to me, so far, This area is an area of interest to the composite man, to the smart money, to the big financial institutions to come in and grab liquidity, stopping out a lot of traders. So I don't know what about you guys, but let me know what you think in the comment section. But either way, even if it goes up, even if it rejects here, this liquidity is going to be grabbed before that ultimate move to the upside. So be sure that you are patient with the markets and don't rush your learning process. Don't rush anything, right? Be sure to be patient. I'll always say this: patience is key in this game. If you rush your trade setups, you will blow your account. You're going to take losing trades. Be patient. And yet again, if you have any question, leave it in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time.